Microworld. How did we do that? In most cases, a camera sees the world from roughly the same perspective we do. We see the world at eye level in such a way that ordinary objects appear ordinary in size. However, even some of the more common video cameras can be made to see the world quite differently, in micro size. How do we make a tiny wooden match or the works of a Big Ben wind-up clock appear massive and imposing? To start with, we must understand something about optics. In order for a camera to see the small as large, it has to get far closer to the object than it normally would. This is a problem because cameras typically have a minimum range of focus that could be roughly 3 feet from the subject. But with the addition of close-up filters, we can circumvent this limitation. Another filter gets us yet closer. And a third makes the micro large. The only limitation here is that the camera must be very carefully braced, as small movements make big differences in focus. The light source used for this clock image was that of a film projector. This gives that warm yellow glow you see here. Then we added an electronic filter to enhance the highlights. Next, we brought out the gritty details using an embossing filter. And finally, we layered in historic images and sound. The match was done in a similar fashion. As a light source, the match didn't have to be visible until it was lighted. Played in slow motion and with reverb on the audio, the effect is complete. The watch shot was particularly challenging in that we had to combine the actual watch as seen in the studio with the live footage taken in the field. This was by no means an easy task in that every highlight and reflection had to match, and the angle had to be perfect. Next, as you can see, we realized that every imperfection in the watch crystal was brought out by the close-up filters. These then had to be cleaned frame by frame to achieve the unnaturally dark face for the watch. Finally, we had to map the workings of the watch frame by frame to a cutout image of the watch in the hand. With all this together, the end result was a profound look at a smaller world.
One hour.